Hi there folks, welcome to Dunsy's Guitar World. Now, a couple of weeks ago, you may remember, or you may not remember, I went to Fife.
Did they suspect anything?
Of course not. I went out of my way to behave perfectly normally.
I went to Fife and I survived, and I did a trade. I traded one of my guitars for a Marauder. See what I did there? For a Marauder guitar. This Marauder guitar here. It is a Japanese made, no name, Marauder. Now, to be fair, it played kind of okay, but it did not sound good. If there's a video, I'll put the video up here. You can check out the sounds in the video there. So it played nice, but did not sound good. So it did not sound good, and it did not stay in tune at all. So what I've had to do is I've had to put new tuners on, and I've upgraded the bridge pickup. But more on that later. So I used this at rehearsal the other day there. It's got a strap on it. So here's some film of me putting new tuners on. I did it all myself. I got some Wilkinson Deluxe tuners. Kind of old fashioned ones, old fashioned looking. Don't want to give the game away, but that's what they look like. So here's me putting new tuners on it. And now it stays in tune. The nut is remarkably well cut. I mean, I haven't really done much to this at all. I polished the frets, polished the whole thing really. Put contact cleaner on all the electrics. Didn't even bother adjusting the truss rod. It plays fine. I put 9s on this. I think there was 10s on it. And it plays great. So, the bridge pickup, what I did was I went on Amazon. I thought, this is like a proof of concept. I wanted to make sure A, that it played properly, and B, with a higher output pickup, a better pickup, that it would sound good as well. So I just went onto Amazon and I bought the cheapest rail single coil sized humbucker they had, which is I think a floor. Here it's here. So that cost me £14, that's all that it cost. Quite high output, I think it's 14 or 15, I didn't measure it, I just went by what was in the advert. As I said, it's just a proof of concept. I wanted to make sure it played and sounded good if I upgraded the pickup. So I did have an issue, we had an issue. My friend Laws came round to give me a hand. He knew I was out of my depth with this one. So there's not enough room to get a humbucker in here without routing out underneath the body. You may remember, again you may not remember, it's in the video, there's not enough room to get a humbucker under here. It's not a swimming pool route. It's just routed. Probably a P90 would have fitted in there, but then I would have had to route out the pig guard. So what we did was, took all this off and we had a look at it. Now, this pickup is a lot thinner than the pickup routes, the two holes that were in here. I'll put pictures up so you can see, and I'll maybe do some narration and explanation behind what went on. So we had to get away. I didn't want to do too much work on it, just wanted to do as quickly as we could. So I had to come up with a way to get this pickup to hang from the pick guard, but it wasn't going to fit through the two holes that were already here. So what we did was, we got some Gorilla Glue, Gorilla Super Glue, maybe better than normal super glue because it's made from gorillas. I don't know if it's made from gorillas, I don't want to get banned on YouTube for such a suggestion. So it's Gorilla Super Glue, and we cut 2 small pieces of pickguard, which we then glued. Actually, before we glued them, we used gaffer tape, because gaffer tape fixes everything. We did a trial run and put it underneath here with gaffer tape just to make sure it fitted. Now it was always going to come really close to one of these holes just to get it almost in the middle. So I had to give up one of the holes, so I've kind of gone halfway through that one. I mean, there was no way we could have done it in the middle and it would have went through 2 holes, because what I thought was, if I wanted to put it back to stock, put the original pickup back in, I didn't want to have to create 2 new holes for the old pickup because they were both damaged. So I don't know if you can see that. You'll see it in the pictures I'm going to put up. I've kept that one, but that one is kind of halfway through. Now you're probably wondering to yourselves, how does it sound? How does it sound with this new pickup? Well, I took it to band practice last week, hence the reason it has a strap on it. And it sounded brilliant. I was playing through my blue guitar amp one, through, I can't remember the cab, Mesa Boogie cab or something like that. And it's just my covers band, so we hadn't rehearsed in a while, so it's not very good. It's not very good, I'll get my excuses in early. But you get a fair representation of how it sounds. Now I just recorded it on my phone, which I had to leave in the corner of the room. I forgot to take a camera stand, so you probably got a close-up, more close-ups of my bottom than you actually need. But again, this is only about how it sounds. So this is band practice, just a couple of clips. This is what it sounded like at band practice. Pretty good, I think you'll agree. And it plays really well, so it stays in tune, plays well, and sounds really good. So I did some stuff here as well, just through the Kemper. I did some clean sounds and some overdrive sounds, some metal sounds, because the neck pickup sounds really good on a clean sound. So here's some, I'll go from clean, and then in the middle I'll do some kind of classic rock, and then some metal at the end, so you can hear what it sounds like in a studio type mix. Again, very good, I think anyway. So the guitar I traded for this, I'm probably about, I don't know, about £300 into this. It's a no-name Japanese, made in Japan, tells you on the back. It's a no-name Japanese copy of a Gibson Marauder with a £14 Amazon pickup in it. And it's ended up being brilliant. Now I have guitars lying about in this room which are worth considerably more money than this, I can assure you that. I don't tell my wife though. But yes, this is great. It stands up against a few of them. It doesn't stand up against all of them, but it certainly stands up playing wise and sound wise against some of those more expensive guitars. And the good thing about this is I could quite happily take this to a gig and not worry about getting it bashed or dinged. I might even use this as my fly guitar, you know, like I do gigs in Europe where we just fly in for the weekend and just do one gig, and I take a guitar and my carry-on luggage, like I'll take the neck off, because there's a bolt-on neck as you've seen, take the neck off and put the body in my carry-on luggage in beside my clean socks and pants, and just get on the plane and I carry the neck on, you know, walk on the plane with just a guitar neck and all my stuff, and the cabin crew are like, oh, hi there, what's that? It's just a guitar neck. And it's been fine so far. I mean, touch wood, it stays fine. So there you go, folks, that's today's video. Today's video is all about a cheap, no-name Japanese copy of a pretty bad original Gibson guitar from the 70s. Never the finest guitars. Paul Stanley used to smash them up. But against all odds, it's come out sounding great, playing great, and staying in tune. You never can tell. That's the moral of today's video. As ever, folks, it's a privilege and a pleasure bringing you content on Dunsy's Guitar World. Cheers for now.